calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Start to change it. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound?
Hello, how is everybody? Thanks for joining. This week of Big Brother was super crazy. I hope everybody's caught up. I'm trying to now do my lives a little bit after the weekends, just to give people time to catch up. I know we're all busy. But this shit was BANANAS. Hey, Grandma Sherry. You'll be in the running for head of house. Hey, Crystal, Okie, So Flo, yes, hit that thumbs up, please, if you're here or listening later. So yes, this week was super cray-cray. A lot of different personalities flying. And I forgot when I was doing... Oh, I'm at low in volume. Okay, let me get closer. I have this mic stand that is too tall, I guess. I'm too short, so I think I need to maybe just turn my volume up. Is that better? Let me know if that sounds better. Okay, Okie says a little more. Let's turn the StreamYard all the way up. I'm all the way up. Okay, is that better now? And now I'm talking quieter. Okay, let's see. Let's just turn here. Okay, that's gonna be too staticky. Okay. Good? Okay, we're good? All right. So, when we last left each other in this in this little series we're doing, we were talking about Candela hooking up, possibly, maybe. So that was really scary. So I'm just kidding. All right, let's start talking about this week.
Only on Big Brother.
I love the face she makes at the end of that. Okay. So this is where we laughed. This is where we laughed. This is where we last left the Big Brother house. So Lisa was just evicted because her glitter. And Chelsea is exiting the HOH room. So we are going to start with, so the HOH competition was kind of like a obstacle course. So they had to balance across these beams and like kind of go around the game board, I guess, pressing these light buttons, and whatever number was on the light was how many points you got. So it's always fun to watch these because some people cannot, they just can't balance for shit. And that would probably be me, to be honest, right now. I haven't tested my balance in a while. Maybe I should try that. Okay, so this I thought was really funny. Mackenzie's, sorry, her butt is just wide out right there. Also, my stupid cap cut didn't, these clips were supposed to be together, but you know, whatever. So.
Good job, Angela.
Sorry, Angela. Please take a seat.
So Angela's out. The score to beat is Quinn at the moment, and my key is over his score. Okay, he has 18 points, so he is the one to beat for now.
Next, 18 is the score to beat.
So I'm looking at Ainsley Land, and all I can see is the perfect route to win, and Angela going home. So I've got to win.
So she's like, yeah, I gotta win. Angela has to go home. She fucking sent my showmans out. So she's gotta win this so that she can control who goes on the block this week. And she's kind of talking herself up. I don't know if anybody caught that.
As a D1 athlete playing volleyball with all my athleticism, I feel like I have this game in the...
So I'm a D1 athlete. I'm so athletic. I'm basically the best athlete you've ever seen. What? We'll get there, Okie. We'll get there. I know. Oh my gosh, Crystal. And it's like... And you feel bad for her. And oh my gosh, I found somebody posted on somewhere. I think it might have been Instagram. I'll have to find it and we'll play it maybe next time. But Angela's been on Let's Make a Deal twice. So she loves this attention. But yeah, poor Angela. Sorry, girl. Okay, so Mackenzie's like, I'm the best athlete. I kick ass. I'm going to do the best. I'm going to win. Kick Angela out.
Go, 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 go. Mackenzie takes the lead. Let's go, girl.
Oh, no!
She took the lead. She almost had it. And she eats shit. I know. Yeah, she's got nothing to offer. I mean, there's like... Sometimes she says funny things, but I don't think they're nearly as funny as some of the other house guests. And yeah, I feel like she doesn't really have any personality. So the winner of HOH ends up being little Cedric, little army guy or Marine guy. Sorry, he's a Marine. I know they don't like that. So yes, Cedric wins HOH. This is really good for the Pentagon. They always do like their little Pentagon freaking finger things. It's kind of funny. So he's HOH. And I was kind of surprised in his initial kind of thinking about who he wanted to put or who he wanted to put up, because he's going for the easy targets. And I'm nervous that my next slide is out of order. Oh no. I meant this. This I meant to do. Okay. So after Cedric wins, I thought this was hilarious because Cedric goes, because Chelsea was the last HOH. He goes, BB mascots to back-to-back HOHs.
Cedric, I love you, but how stupid of you to point that out. That puts eyes on us. Come on, brother. Good job, everybody.
So I'm honestly kind of liking Chelsea a little bit more because she, I don't know, she's been starting to just kind of make me laugh with some of the shit she says, and some of the things she says is, correct. Like, dude, don't put a fucking, no worries, Crystal. Like, don't put a target on our back. Gosh. So, think that's all I had to say about that. Trying to think if I was going to go anywhere else with that. If I think about it, we'll come back. Okay. So, of course, then, people are going to Cedric, talking their game. Kenny's, though, like, you should keep me. But then, no, maybe I want to go home. But you know what? I could probably win the veto again, but maybe I should go home. And it's like, I think they were doing this, like, thumbs up, thumbs down thing. And, like, Cedric was kind of like, okay, you're talking in circles. Can you make up your mind, sir? And then, and I think I mentioned this last week, but these people telling people what their powers are. I mean, I get maybe one person you really, really trust. However, I think Big Brother probably did this on purpose, doing it at the beginning of the game because they don't have any, alliances established. They don't have anybody really in the house. And they're vulnerable. They want to make friends. So I think they probably did that on purpose. But Mackenzie goes in there and says, oh, I got the power. And it's like, oh my gosh. You guys are killing me, Smalls. Okay. So I think Cedric basically at this point is like, okay, I'm going to put up Kenny because he keeps saying he wants to go home. And then I'll do Angela because everybody wants her out of the house. And so he's trying to find a third kind of pawn. One thing I was going to say, Crystal, I don't know if you noticed this, but do you feel like they are extremely animated this season with their hands when they're in the diary room? Like Cedric's hands are all over the place. Chelsea's hands are all over the place. And I just think about, like, did they tell them, like, be big with your hands, I don't know. This is the shit I think about. Okay, so Cedric goes on a little tour of Will You Be My Pawn? That's what we're going to call it. Will you be my pawn? So he asks Leah. Leah's like, no, sorry, I don't want to be a pawn. He asks Rubina. Rubina's like, nope, sorry, don't want to be a pawn. He drags poor Joseph out of sleep. Mind you, Kenny was snoring, and so he was kind of awake. But he just pulls him out of, like, his room and is like, do you want to be a pawn? Look at Joseph. He's like, fuck you, bro. Really gonna wake me up and ask me if I want to be a pawn? Yeah, lots of yelling. Yeah, they're always yelling. Hey, Rockabye, thanks for being here. Okay, so I put this little clip here just to remind me of the situation that is kind of funny in the house that's happening, and it's like this showman's Pentagon situation. So let's see, okay, so Chelsea describes it pretty well.
It's in love.
Every season of Big Brother, there's showmances, and this season is no different. However, people this season are looking for love in all the wrong places.
See? It's like, there's a lot of hands there, okay? Okay, so she explains this little love pentagon that's going on in the house, which is kind of funny just because, it makes it interesting. It's not fun when two people just get in there and they're like, oh my God, you're who I've been waiting for my whole life.
So I was vibing Cam, but Cam and Quinn are in love with Leah, and Leah is infatuated with Tugger, and Tugger is in love with, I don't know, the fish.
Yeah, Tucker, get the fish. So yeah, Chelsea likes Cam, but Cam and Quinn like Leah. Leah likes Tucker, but actually Tucker does like someone. Hey, Zen. What you doing? How you doing? Okay. So, I just thought that was pretty funny. A little, like I said, a love pentagon. Everybody's just trying to jump each other's bones. Okay, so Tucker, he has... I think in the last week he kind of went on this little mission, I guess, to find out who has both power upgrades. So he's going around, and I want to say, I think Mackenzie told him that she had it, so he knows Mackenzie has it. And then he thought Lisa had the other one, but she's out of the house. But Angela told him that Quinn has it. Because remember, Quinn told Angela night 1. Like a loser. So, anywho. He basically tells Cedric, put me up as a pawn. I'll win the veto, And then we'll try and get one of the powers out of the house. So, I think all Mackenzie told Tucker was that, and anybody else, she was very vague, which I guess is a good thing about her power, was that it could take her off the block if she was on the block. I don't think she kind of, I don't think she gave all the details. Hey, Emmy, thanks for being here. Hey, Pookie. Okay, so Cedric makes his nominations, and they are Kenny, Angela, and Tucker. And I'm so sorry, Angela, but that is gonna forever be your nomination block picture because you did that to yourself. Okay, so Tucker and Cedric kind of talk about this plan to, like I said, get one of the powers out of the house. So he plans to win veto, remove himself, and then they're going to, put up either Mackenzie or they're going to put up whoever else has the power. So then Chemo, Chemo, I was so mad when he did this, but he was saying he was blinded by Tucker's beauty, and he just had to tell him that Quinn told him that he has, basically the deep fake HOH. But Quinn told Chemo all the details. He knew that it was going to be like him making the nominations and it looking like the actual HOH and everything. So Tucker, of course, is pissed because Quinn is in the Andersons with Tucker, Chemo, and Cam. There's so many freaking alliances this year. I just know about the Pentagon, the Andersons, the Visionaries. Gosh, I don't even know of any of the other ones. Some seasons there's 2 or 3 big alliances. This year there's 75 tiny alliances. Okay, so to the veto competition. So this one was called Recharge My Core. So they have to recharge Angelie's core by basically taking this lightsaber type thing and getting it through this maze in the jungle. Now, first look, this reminded me of Legends of the Hidden Temple, and I was so excited. My 90s kid got so excited on the inside because I loved that show. Here is a little clip of Angela playing it so you can see. So basically they had to get it through this maze without touching the ivy. If they touched the ivy vines, then their battery would go down and the person that returned to their core with the most battery power would win the veto.
Oh my gosh, the rocks. Are you kidding me? No way. Oh my gosh, these vines. Oh, no.
So yeah, pretty entertaining to watch, but I don't know who thinks of these games. They have to be on drugs. Way too many for me to... I know, Rockavir, right? And they always have to come up with these stupid names, like the Visionaries, the Andersons. What does Anderson have to do with anything? Okay, so who played veto? So it was Angela, Kenny, and Tucker, because they're on the block. And then, who's HOH? Cedric. And then I think Leah and Mackenzie played. I could be wrong. Oh, yes, she did, because top 3 veto, I guess battery in the fastest time, were Mackenzie, Tucker and Kenny. And I'm like, Kenny, you are good at this game. Why? I mean, I get it. We don't know what it's like in the house until we're in there. But poor guy, like, he was good. He was winning shit. And he just had them vote him out. Oh, you know, ask them to vote him out. No spoilers. Okay, so Tucker, surprise, surprise, wins the veto. Okay, so this is a clip. So one thing that Kenny was saying was that if he won veto, he was going to use it on Angela. And I'm like, Kenny, that's the stupidest thing ever. Why would you do that? So basically, this is Tucker, Kenny, and Cedric talking in the HOH room. Tucker tells Cam he wants to use the veto. Oh God, I hate when this does this. Okay. I'm going to have to do it from here.
Yeah, she's very good socially, but like, I was thinking this.
I mean, she
has to be hella smart because I don't think she's very athletic.
Yeah, she's not at all, bro. She just started working.
The way,
dude, literally like with the robe too. I'm just like, yo, you have no.
Okay, so yeah, they're basically saying like, let's take down Angela. She's not a threat. You know, what have you.
She's doing like a sit up saying, my neck's close to her.
Yeah, she's dope though. I think too, Mackenzie is like.
You know, like look at them, bro. Like they're tight. Angela's just trying to get in, and like Leah and Mackenzie on the outskirts, bro.
100%.
Mackenzie's more so than Leah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think Mackenzie's more like outskirted. Like,
yeah, because Leah's the only one that can flirt with the boys.
Yeah, which is crazy because I'll be thinking like, how do y'all not see this? Like, yeah.
Wait, why is Leah the only one that can flirt with the boys? That's weird. That was a weird comment.
Everybody, like, y'all, you think you're special?
No, yeah,
like,
she's just a.
Here comes Kenny.
Oh yeah, we gotta get him up here. She's a professional flirter. Yeah, he's coming up. You wanna pull him in?
Yeah, he'll probably just walk in here.
Are they mad that she's flirts with everybody? Oh my God. Are you jealous, Tucker? You're just mad she's flirting with other guys? I know. That is very true.
He might go right to Cam.
Oh yeah.
You just pop out and grab him so it doesn't seem like I'm getting him. Yeah, grab him.
I think this was one of the coolest but kind of creepiest things that they added to the HOH room was their ability to watch the rest of the house like on a TV in the room.
We're watching you come up.
It would be great, especially going into is I would go up, not use my power, hope I get put next to Angela, realize Angela's going home, and then campaign that week to be like, everyone thinks I have the power. If I had the power, I would have pulled myself down.
Yeah, but she's already told the two HOHs.
Yeah.
And told me because I called her out and she came up to Chelsea and was like, yo, I'm nervous about Tucker. What do you think about Tucker? He called me out on this. I don't know how he knows. Because I told her, I was like, yo, I think you have it. And Lisa has it. She's like, what? I was like, look, you came behind your fucking smile. You're so amped you got this thing.
Yeah.
So.
And then I did. She told me America picked.
Okay, so she didn't tell Tucker, but I mean, she kind of did because Tucker guessed and she gave herself away with her smile.
Too. So if she uses her power, she's coming down and it's burnt. But now
But then there's no blood on your hands as to who you pick to go next.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what if it ends up being like you go up or I go up or like if he uses veto and then you can't. You're already up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
And then you got to see who.
So yeah, they're basically saying we're gonna use it on Mackenzie. Who cares if she can take herself down because he won't have to replace the replacement.
Because Quinn can't do anything, and it has to do it after the nods are made, before the veto involved. So then I would need Mackenzie can do anything either. No, Mackenzie, if she's up there, she can take herself off. And then because it's live, they would have like America vote during a commercial break. But Quinn can't take herself off. No, they would have to change all three noms. But it's the noms before veto, because when veto happens, there's different.
So I don't know when this actually was. Because I remember, because obviously they know about all of her power. No, there's so my husband and I did we went back and watched all the seasons during COVID, and there was a specific season they started that. There's also, I think season 5 was the first season they had a power of veto competition. So it has evolved. Okay, so that clip kind of wasn't what I thought it was. Anywho, basically, like I said, basically Tucker just wants to flesh out both of the powers. But I think they wanted Quinn to be the replacement nominee. But there had to have been some point during the week before the veto nominations that Tucker told Cedric he wanted, he was going to pull himself down he's going to pull someone down. And then he wanted to have him replace him with Quinn because Quinn has a crazier power. So here is the craziest veto ceremony I've seen to date. And like I said, I've pretty much seen them all. So here we go.
I've decided to use the power of veto. I think this game's being played too safe. If Big Brother expect the unexpected, you go into it.
So the facial expressions. First thing, Angela looked like God was staring down at her from heaven. Like the look on her face was so funny. A lot of the house guests, you could tell, did not expect him to do that. I also thought it was an interesting move. It's just like, I don't think anybody on the block has ever used the veto to stay on the block and remove somebody else. So here were some of the reactions. All gold. I loved it. It was the best, like, chef's kiss. And some reactions.
That's my decision, and I'm sticking with it.
In real time. Everyone's freaked because they're like, what the fuck is going to happen if he took Angela down? She was the target. Okay. So then, oh gosh, okay.
Day, I gotta.
This is stupid.
Stop playing. So Cedric then has to replace his nominee because Tucker has just removed one.
All good, baby.
So he picks
No
Mackenzie,
hard feelings.
and she's like, no hard feelings, because she knows she's going to take herself off.
Sorry, bro.
I don't remember.
And then Cedric says, sorry, bro. And then Tucker flips his shit. He, it was almost like, where is this coming from?
I don't remember, bro. Hope you're up here next time battling me in the AI arena.
We got to play.
Yeah, we do. That's a smart move.
Everyone's face. It looks like mom and dad are fighting. Oh my God, what's happening? Is that where that stops? Okay. This is another stupid cap cut where they, I wanted this to be one clip. Okay.
Good ass move.
Yeah. I hope.
I love that. So Mackenzie was kind of like, okay. So the more I watched this, I was like, oh, Mackenzie's kind of funny because she was like, you guys just hold on 1 second. It'll be fine. We'll all be okay.
We're like, all right, cool, bro. Yeah. I hope I get up here on this couch with you because I'm going to win that AI arena and come for you.
Okay, that's perfect. We got to play.
So like I said, there must have been a talk. They were going to put Quinn on the block because he supposedly has the crazier power. I don't think I clipped it, but Cedric is like, I told you, use the veto on yourself, take yourself down because I'm not going with your plan. So in all fairness, he warned him. He said, take yourself down, abort. I was muted. And then it gets crazier. So at this point, they're like, okay, we got our 3 nominees. They're sitting on the couch. You know, they're going to do their ritual of this veto meeting is adjourned and close the box. It's very Survivor.
This veto meeting is adjourned.
Actually, it's not.
And then Mackenzie says, no, bitch. Actually, it is not over. Hey, Grandma. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. So Mackenzie's like, actually, it's not. I don't think Brooklyn's mouth closed this whole veto meeting. I think it's been wide open the whole time.
Let the games begin.
Tucker cracks me up. Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Okay, so then basically Mackenzie says, I have America's veto. I'm taking myself off the block. Puts the, America's veto necklace around her neck, sits down, and then Ainsley comes up and is like, Mackenzie used America's veto. Now America will vote on who the next nominee is. And I'm so freaking mad. So my husband and I had a date night last Wednesday. And so we missed Big Brother because they had like a trivia going on at the bar we were at. We just went there to play pinball. And so I was like, oh, let's stay for trivia. I've never done a trivia, like a bar trivia. And so we missed Big Brother. We were going to watch it the next day. So, we both work and we get home and realize that because, she invoked the power, we could have voted on who, would be the next person on the block. So it was kind of a buzzkill, not gonna lie. Okay. So here is a clip of Tucker's, I think, post veto meeting rampage.
We're all going to compete. Everybody's here for a reason because somebody has something special. Yeah. This is Big Brother. It's not an attack on who we are. Yeah, Quinn, you're going to be a great player.
I want to get the toughest shit out the way first so I can coast.
I don't think great players get called out like this. So when you guys,
so Tucker's just basically like, oh my god, oh hey, look, there's us. I'm trying to. You're a great player. I'm trying to get you out. Like that's all I'm trying to do.
Like you're so good, man. You're going home next week. You're like,
wants to win.
Thanks. I love to hear this in a public forum.
I mean it in the most respectful way, bro. You make me nervous in this game.
I'm very transparent in my approach to the game, and then you're saying that I'm accusing you of things that are way bigger that I would not do. Whoa.
Oh, wow, this house has been absolute chaos.
Okay, so this is someone else's caption of what's going on. So yeah, I'm not sure if a lot of the fights were on the live feeds. The channel that I usually use didn't have much for this section of the show or the live feed. So I just know that so Tucker and Quinn kind of went at it. They're like, basically, you're my target and I'm coming after you next. So, the usual, whatever. So, but Quinn actually told them he didn't plan on using the power next week. Have fun, Grandma. Thanks for stopping by. I know that clip was really low. I apologize for that. We're gonna move on because I think that one's more that guy's commentary. Okay. So this we'll skip because it's actually one of that guy's videos again. And I don't like him. So, all right. So we get to eviction night. So on the block, we have a very weirdly dressed Tucker that must have letters on his nails because he kept like switching his hand, I don't know what symbols. He keeps yeah. So all my guess is that there must be letters on his hands, or his fingernails.
For the ages, Tucker blindsided Angela, Cedric blindsided Tucker, and Mackenzie blindsided everyone. Tonight, who will America blindside as the third nominee? Welcome to Live Eviction Night on Big Brother.
I just loved that.
For the ages, Tucker blindsided Angela.
Tucker blindsided Angela, but in a good way.
Cedric blindsided Tucker.
And Cedric blindsided Tucker because he didn't replace Angela with Quinn.
Mackenzie blindsided everyone.
America's veto. And then you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I was very upset on who America chose, because if this person would have got voted out, which I also want to pick a bone with this, because this is what I found online. And do you think America got confused? Because this looks like you're voting in a good way for Quinn. I don't know. I would have been like, oh, okay, let's vote for him, I'm just saying. It might not have been clear. But they do fucking vote Quinn. Sorry. My phone was going off. They do vote to put Quinn on the block, which I am like, okay, guys, if Tucker wins the AI arena and everybody really votes Quinn out, we don't get to see his power. That is no fun, America. I was a little perturbed. Okay, so the AI arena challenge. It was basically, those things that, okay, so this is how I remember these machines. In junior high, we used to have to sell magazines. And if, you sold so many magazines, one of the prizes was you got to go in one of these and try and catch money. Like cash was flying around in it. So basically they had to grab the red balls and stack them in this tube here, tube, and reach the top. So they were probably styrofoam too, so those are probably really hard to catch. I always feel like these look way easier than they actually are. So, because viewers want to see players use their power. Yeah. True that. So Tucker wins the AI arena. He goes crazy, of course. The house was really excited that he won. So after they found out that Tucker won, it looked like Kenny was going around whispering in everybody's ear. And he must have told everybody, vote me out. I'm ready to go home. Quinn wants to be here. That's my only guess on what transpired in that moment, because everybody except for Tucker voted to evict Kenny. Which, I'm so sad Kenny's gone. I really liked Kenny. But at least he gets to watch from home. Oh my gosh. I wish I would have brought these up, but there's a few places where they've recorded Instagram lives together. Hold on, maybe we'll find it. Because that's in my slideshow. Let me look. Okay, let's see. Instagram. What? Let's watch this. This says why production is threatening to expel Kenny from the game. That seems interesting. Oh my god, I hate it when it's just these people talking. But I guess we can, we'll just put them on the two time, one and a half.
Packed, very entertaining, a bunch of wild stuff going on, or they're very dull and nothing happened. And unfortunately, the past couple of days have sort of been like that. However, we have production threatening to kick somebody out. We have talks of a vote flip. We have a new showmance formed, pretty much all but formed. That's been in the works for a while now. So we have a little bit to talk about. So let's get into it. Before we get into all the news and spoilers from yesterday, make sure you drop a like on this video.
Oh no, there's spoilers. When did this come out? So 5 days ago. I think we're good.
Make sure you're subscribed to my channel with post notifications turned on. It helps my channel out to grow a ton. Our goal for the end of the season is to try to hit 20,000 subscribers. So if you've seen any of my videos, if this is your first time, if you're a returning viewer and haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you do that. It helps me out to grow if I didn't say that already. So I'd be greatly appreciative. And now let's get into the live feeds for yesterday. So we have a continuation to the whole Kenny wanting to self-evict drama. We got some clarification on production stance on this from Tucker a couple days ago. However, yesterday I didn't post a live feed update because there wasn't too much info, but also I was spending the whole day filming and editing my house guest ranking video for Big Brother 26. So if you want to see me rank all of the cast, go watch yesterday's video. You'll see it. It was great. It was a fun time. But in terms of Kenny, so Tucker was outside talking to people in the backyard, and he pretty much clarified what production said. This is what Kenny told Tucker. And I don't think this was a lie whatsoever, and I'll get why after I tell you about it. So Tucker pretty much said he was starting on his usual shit, Kenny was, of wanting to go home. And so he got called into the diary room, and the most recent time he did, production told him, you need to stop talking like this, stop saying you want to go home.
Oh, shit. I didn't know they, did that. That's crazy. They pulled him in, they're like, yo, dude, you're bumming everybody out. Shut the fuck up.
Or we're just going to take you out of the games ourselves, expel, remove him from the game, if you will, which is pretty crazy. And Tucker even said, too, which means that they weren't going to pay him, because if you don't know, you get a stipend. I know during Big Brother 20, I believe it was $1,000 a week. And then once you hit jury, it was another sum of money. I want to say 20 grand or something. And then obviously first and second get their own. So I believe maybe now there's a whole pre-jury stipend where you get a certain amount of money no matter what place in the pre-jury you're evicted. Either that or they were saying they're not going to give him his $1,000 for every week. Not that it matters. But Tucker pretty much said that they told him, stop saying you want to go home or we're going to take you out of the game and you're not going to get paid. And he said pretty much before the feeds cut, because of course production wasn't going to let us see all of this, that's why he just wants to go out. Now is asking to go home because he just wants to collect his stipend and get out of the house. Now I have a lot. I'll also go to the clip. I know a lot of you have asked for clips, but I'm just very wary because CBS has been on my ass about copyright and stuff. But here's the clip.
The last time he got called into the DR, because he can't say that shit anymore. They're going to take him out, but then he probably won't get paid. So he really just wants to go so he gets paid. And
I've given my thoughts on this a million.
Dang, that's crazy. That's interesting because we don't hear about that stuff a lot.
Times, and I think everybody's pretty much in agreement. There's no reason for him to have come on the show, claim to be a super fan, his dream, and take a spot away from somebody else just to complain that he wants to go home, wants to self-evict. And again, you can give him the benefit of the doubt and say something like, oh, but Big Brother's harder and not what everybody expects. I get that, but you can have at least enough respect for yourself and the producers and casting team and everybody around you to not talk about wanting to go home, because there are other house guests that they all have families that they left and would love to be with, but they don't because they respect the game. And
yeah, don't be a bummer, Kenny. Everybody's making the same sacrifice. There's a lot of people that would like to be in your shoes. Okay, let's look at, okay, first I'm going to drop this guy's link. Let's get him to 20,000. He's at 15 at the moment, 15.9. So I'll drop his link. Let's look. His name's Big Brother Boy. Should I change my name to Big Brother Girl? Just kidding. Okay, well, maybe we'll watch some of his during, during next week's, but I kind of want to watch this. How long is it? 11 minutes?
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and happy April Fool's Day. To all my returning viewers, I hope you are all doing well. To any new viewers, hi, I'm Big Brother Boy. In the summer, I post live feed updates of the current Big Brother season. Sometimes I rank Big Brother related topics, sometimes I live stream. I'm kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. But to everybody watching, I would love it if you dropped a...
So I don't know if you guys know, but Danielle's my I don't know why. I love Danielle. She was one of my favorite players.
Like on this video, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel with post notifications turned on. It really helps me out, and in doing so, I promise to put original, fun Big Brother content on your feed. Now, you might be wondering, what the actual fuck is this video? Let me tell you. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite rivalries in all of Big Brother history. This feud has spanned across 13 years, and I feel that it doesn't get talked about enough.
That season was
So I figured what better
good.
way to spend April Fool's Day than to talk about this iconic beef. Our first combatant, you all know her, she is the face of Big Brother. It's the great Julie Chen.
Chenbot.
Hailing all the way from the state of... I actually have no idea where she's from. I feel like I should, but it doesn't really matter. Definitely not. So let's just move on. Some of you love her, some of you hate her, but there is no denying that you can't have Big Brother without Julie Chen. For nearly a quarter of a century, Julie has hosted the show with her heart and soul.
There is literally no Big Brother without Julie. She's like... What's the guy from Charlie's Angels? I was getting annoyed with the I want to go home parade. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Crystal. If I had auditioned this year, which I keep saying I want to do, I don't know if I could do it. But I would have been pissed if I didn't make it and he was just like, I want to go home. But yeah, there is no Big Brother without Julie.
Through all of the spin-offs, during a global pandemic, even while pregnant, Julie makes sure to clear her schedule and collect that BB hosting check.
From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
Her opponent, also from an unknown location, has played Big Brother 3 times. First on Season 8, then on BB 13, and most recently returning for the show's second All-Star season, it's the polarizing Danielle Donato, also known as Dani Briones. Similar to the opposition, Dani has her fair share of haters, but just as many fans who adore her. From her 3 extensive runs on the show, Dani has ensured that she's one of the most recognizable and decorated house guests across the 25 seasons of Big Brother we have received.
I'm Danielle, and don't underestimate this California girl.
Now, if you're confused about what I mean by Julie and Dani being rivals, let me explain briefly, then we'll dive into some examples. Each season that Dani has competed on, it goes without fail that Julie confronts her with hard-hitting, awkward, and sometimes even downright mean questions and comments.
Dang, I never noticed that Julie was mean to Danielle. I know you'd mentioned that. I know, because her husband's like Moonves, right? He's controversial, right? And yes, Crystal. Oh gosh. So we're I think Crystal messaged me and was like, is it just me, or does Julie have like a identity, like her wardrobe person's having an identity crisis? Because one day she looks like a high school cheerleader, the next day she looks like a businesswoman. Like she's all over the place. But I never. Okay, this is interesting.
It's definitely not a one-sided beef, as Dani gets her shots in as well, usually through passive-aggressive mannerisms and statements. Julie and Dani's feud flies pretty under the radar for the most part, but the hardcore fans know how much history there is between these two superstars. Today, I'm going to break it down for you all and examine their extensive rivalry.
Round 1, fight!
During Big Brother 8, Dani's first season, one of the most memorable plotlines was her relationship with her father, who was also playing the game.
Yeah, so there was the season that her and her father were on. It was a season of like couples or like people that know each other, and they put her and her dad in the same house, and they hadn't like seen each other in years.
The two had been estranged for years prior to being thrown into the house together, so the show centered a lot on their dynamic and relational progress.
What's the story, Morning Glory? Danielle's my daughter.
Oh!
And Danielle hasn't talked to me in 2 years. Oh.
Julie being Julie,
2
often
years,
liked to poke
okay.
at this relationship. After being nominated with her father, Dani won the power veto and decided to use it.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna break it down for you all and examine their extensive rivalry. Together, so the show centered a lot on their dynamic and relational progress.
What's the story, Morning Glory? Danielle's my daughter. Oh! And Danielle hasn't talked to me in 2 years. Oh.
Oh.
Julie being Julie often liked to poke at this relationship. After being nominated with her father, Dani won the power veto and decided to use it to save herself and ensure her safety in the game. Julie apparently saw an issue with this and asked her about it during the live eviction episode.
Danielle, you won the power veto for the second week in a row, but this time you did use it to save yourself. How did it feel to leave your dad on the chopping block?
What? Who's Julie, come on. I was just saying, no one ever freaking takes somebody else down when they're on the block.
You know, it's kind of a crappy situation. I think it was worse being on the block next to my dad. So you got to do what you got to do and you got to make the best out of every situation. And it worked out for me.
It's ironic too because weeks later, the pair were nominated together once again, and this time the father won the veto. He decided to use it on Dani, and once again, Julie couldn't resist herself and prompted Dani with another live question.
Oh, God.
You won the power veto and you used it to save yourself. I'm sorry, rather than save yourself, your daughter.
Yes, I did.
Danielle, would you have done the same for your dad?
Oh, God. Luckily, I wasn't put in that situation. I would like to say that I would, but you know, I hope so. But luckily, I wasn't put in that situation.
Okay.
I'm just so confused by these two interactions.
So I think her dad ends up winning the season. So, I mean...
Luckily, I wasn't put in that situation. I would like to say that I would, but, you know, I hope so. But luckily, I wasn't put in that situation.
Okay.
I'm just so
So, I want to point out, look how skinny she got. And that was because she, I think she was on slop so often.
confused by these two interactions. Like, was Julie trying to paint Dani out as selfish? In the second clip, did she not remember that Dani already won the veto and didn't use it on her dad?
Hey, Brooke.
Maybe she did and
Thanks
just
for
wanted to
being
draw
here.
attention to it again. Who the fuck knows? But that's not the end for Julie's grilling of Dani and BB-8. Another huge storyline of BB-8 involved Dani and fellow house guest Nick. Dani had a boyfriend at the time back at home, but developed mutual feelings with Nick inside the house. We know that historically, Big Brother loves these kinds of scandalous plot lines, so the producers and fellow house guests were always sure to draw attention to it every chance they got.
I almost want to get off just to see Danielle's letter from her boyfriend and all the pictures.
Then get off, bitch.
Oh.
What does that even mean?
It means that Jen thinks that she knows me, but she doesn't.
You're a cheat.
Who's a cheat?
That's what it is.
Why should I give you your vote, considering what you did to your boyfriend on national television with Nick?
Oh,
Honestly, you're a
shit.
very pathetic person for what you did to him. I just want to know, why should I respect you as a person?
To be quite honest, Amber, my personal life has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Okay, so when they get to jury, the jury gets to ask the two, the people that are basically fighting for first place, final two, they get to ask them questions. Sorry, that was a long way to get to that answer. And so her and her dad were actually final two. So that is really funny.
This game. If you're going to base your vote strictly on my personal life, I don't want your vote because that has nothing to do with this game.
The producers and house guests weren't the only ones, however. Miss Chen, of course, wanted to join in on the party and asked Dani and Nick about the relationship a couple of times throughout the season too.
And how many wives do you have, Cragness?
One.
One? Is that wife's name Danielle?
I don't know what you're trying to imply, but I'll keep that a secret.
Oh, the name is a secret?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you keep it a
Oh,
secret.
shit.
Danielle, when you learned that Nick...
Whoa, Julie. You know what's funny is my husband's... I feel like he always says, Julie's always stirring the shit.
Was waiting in the wings to help you play the Power of 10. You got very emotional. If you had gotten to see him, what would you have said to him?
1, 5, 3.
Can you decode them for us?
No, he knows what it is.
Okay.
The rivalry between the two does not end with BB-8. As previously stated, there are still 2 more seasons Dani appeared on, which means 2 more seasons of Julie versus Dani.
Round 2, fight.
Round
Dani
2.
was brought back to play on BB13.
Okay, so this was the first season I ever saw. So I think this is why I like Dani so much, was this season.
Father, and once again, the two had not been speaking for years. This time was a little different.
Oh, look at her face. She's pissed. She's not.
Though, as they were part of a duos twist that we never really got to see play out. After just 6 days into the game, the father had to leave due to a personal emergency.
House guest. Due to an urgent personal matter, Dick had to unexpectedly leave the Big Brother game. This summer, everyone's playing in pairs. And
I know, I was so sad because I heard that Evil Dick was like a crazy ass house guest.
Danielle no longer has a partner due to circumstances beyond her control.
Following his departure, Julie played a message from him for the fellow house guests. She also did what she does best and put Dani in the hot seat, trying to make her look bad in front of America.
Danielle, I just wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry that we're not going to be able to get to spend the summer together, and that's a big loss in my life.
Danielle, is there anything you would like to say to him?
The hardest part is for people to remember that this part's not Big Brother. This is real life. And that's what makes it the hardest. Just hanging in there.
No, I love you.
Oh my gosh, that's so awkward. Well, obviously
Oh my
I do love my
God.
father. He's my biological father.
Okay.
Oh, this is so awkward. Yeah,
I will let you off.
That was kind of fucked up, Julie. I'm on Danielle's side on this one.
House guest, Dig.
This clip is outrageous for
You don't want to say I love you, so maybe people don't say that.
a multitude of reasons, but my biggest thing with it is that the father never said he loved Dani or told her that he loved her in the clip, so I have no idea why Julie gave Dani
Yeah,
lessons for not saying
that
it.
too.
Dani was visibly
Good
upset by the
point,
question,
Big
rightfully
Brother
so,
boy.
But my favorite part about the whole debacle is how she stormed into the DR to cast her vote and passive-aggressively snapped about the question.
I just want to say really quick that I do love my father, and I have done nothing but worry about him every day since I've been in here since he left. Just to throw that out there.
Final round,
Oh.
Okay, we're on to Dani's last season, Big Brother 22. This time she was playing the game alone, so she should presumably be safe from Julie's barrage of questions. Right? Wrong.
So let me just lighten the mood by saying, happy birthday, Dani. Yay! And my birthday present to you is to tell you how gorgeous you looked last week. You looked like that very pretty actress, Busy Phillips.
Thank you very much.
I have literally...
I heard the same thing, Crystal. And yeah, this was the All-Star season during COVID, which was really cool that they gave us an All-Star season during COVID. But it was funny. They had to like quarantine the 14 days before and all that crazy shit. Wear the masks.
Literally so many questions about this clip. Why did Julie emphasize last week, implying that she looked ugly this week? Why did she add that she looked specifically like Busy Phillips? Why did...
So, Flo, it is fast. It is fast. I know, maybe I'll slow this down. Probably both, though, because mine is also...
Busy Phillips.
Thank you very much.
I have literally so many questions about this clip. Why did Julie emphasize last week, implying that she looked ugly this week?
Right.
Why did she add that she looked specifically like Busy Phillips? Why did she assume Dani even knew who that was? Why did she mask this as a birthday present when it was barely a compliment? Why
Right.
did she say anything at all? I actually have no clue, but I'm so happy she did because it made me LOL when it happened and still does every time I rewatch the clip. And now, our final instance of this beef, Dani's eviction in BB22. After getting evicted in the triple eviction, she was...
Oh, yeah, the triple eviction. I forgot about that. Oh, my God.
Rightfully pissed, specifically at Christmas, intentionally not hugging her on the way out the door. Poor Dani left one enemy in Christmas, only to walk out to an even bigger foe in Julie Chen. The interview was awkward overall, with Dani forgetting her COVID mask at first, Julie asking her...
Oh, yeah, that's why Julie was like, back up, back up, back up. You don't have your mask.
Question, only to cut her off when she was answering, and ending with another seemingly backhanded compliment.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Oh, God.
That's okay. You're more than 6 feet
sorry,
away.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
No hugs for Christmas. Why not?
No hugs for Christmas.
Honestly, I just don't really like her. Sometimes
Time out.
Sorry.
They're inside calling you a legend right now. Just know that. But not to interrupt you. Go on. You play
But you did interrupt her. That was rude, Juju.
hard, lady. You do.
Thanks.
I think I need to end the video here. Now, do I actually think they hate each other? Honestly, it seems like Julie hating Dani more than anything. Maybe I should have just made this a Julie hating Dani video, but in all actuality, I think Julie is just doing her job as a nosy journalist who happens to be insanely awkward, and when you pair that with Dani, another very awkward person, it makes for these...
Okay, that music was a little creepy, and his voice was in just one of my ears. You didn't even know. I know, it's funny. I know, I feel like there's a lot of people that watch everything on 2x speed. But it's hard for me to pay attention to one thing at once. I think that's what I'm trying to say. My mind's always everywhere, so I always have to re-listen to shit anyways. So I'm 2 times I'd probably miss everything. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Well, that was this week. Plus some... tea I didn't know. I'm kind of excited. Well, not excited that I just found that out, but very interesting. She probably was. And I feel like maybe because Dani never wears pink. I don't think I've ever seen her wear pink. Oh, maybe she did. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to keep this Tuesday schedule, but we'll see. Just keep an eye out. Also, keep an eye out for a Housewives Live. Word on the street is we got a new theme song, and it has been stuck on in my head for probably the last 2 or 3 days. So I apologize, guys, if it gets stuck in yours. Alrighty. Well, thanks again. My one last treat for y'all before we go is
I like biscuits.
I hope you guys have a good night. I will see you next time.
Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it move.